Good evening everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Let's Play of Pokemon Sleep. I've already hopped into the main session in this video, and there's also not a nap. Although I have considered using some of the energy incenses, the recovery incenses this week to get those handy candy from the missions, and also to potentially allow me to do some naps now that my Wigglytuff is falling a little bit behind, as it does not yet have its speed nor its skill trigger M, so that's just something to consider. Now, I'm hoping to find a Grubbin. I would put Vikavolt up in the widget. And so, if I'm not mistaken, I put on at least one Grubbin incense somewhere. I can't remember if it was my main account or here. There's a Grubbin and a Dedenne. Let's go. That's amazing. In yesterday's video, I teased a little bit and talked about the upcoming free-to-play cooking tutorial. Now, I actually decided that it's going to be a couple tutorials. The first one is coming out soon. The other one is going to come out later into the future when I'm ready. The main consideration is going to be whether or not I go for a strategy where I have a lot of ingredient specialists at level 30 or a couple key Pokemon that I zoom to level 60. Now, I'm in no shape or form ready to zoom anything to level anything right now, so cooking is off the table for the most part. Though the overall first video coming up, subscribe if you haven't, will be about the overall targets, and so there may be a couple Pokemon I can add to my collection or targets, which are listed in the video description of all these videos. And here we have it, a Grubbin. Now, if there is no other top tier targets here in this session, then I will go for the Grubbin here. The thing with Grubbin is it's not available until Old Gold Power Plant, with the exception of these 2 weeks, so it would be kind of cool if we already can score the Vikavolt. It's not impossible. My standard for Vikavolt here on the free-to-play is a little bit different than on the main account. On the main account, I'm strictly going Mono Coffee and at least 2 or 3 helping rates, so that is a very, very high bar. Here on the free-to-play, I'm hoping to find a mix between coffee and mushrooms. So that's what I'm aiming for here. Long term, it could be kind of nice with the Dedenne, although I don't have any resources to catch it. And so, let me see. I do want to spend the bonus biscuit somewhere. Although I kind of want to see if I can just prime this Grubbin, first of all. Never mind. I'm just gonna go with a bonus, and then we'll see if it's interested in 2 more biscuits or 1 or what it is. It would be kind of cool to review a Grubbin, so we just have to be a little bit lucky here. There's a coin flip essentially. Drum roll intensifies. Right, sometimes it's a little bit late, so I like to just wait an extra second to make sure that it's just not going back to full. Nice, we have our first Grubbin. That's gonna be a nice thumbnail. Man, Grubbin is a cool Pokemon. I can't believe I made a title a couple days back asking the question, is Shinx the new Beware? Turned out to be this little guy right here. Now I'm super tempted to start hunting a Dedenne because long term, I think the Dedenne and Magnezone could be really good Pokemon no matter what the cooking strategy is, but for now, I don't think I even can start on the Dedenne. I still have a lot of berry specialists to cover. That is priority number 1, aside from Magnemite and Grubbin, which are also now on the targets list. So, with that said, I'm actually going to send out the Grubbin candy here. I think overall that is what most people are interested in. Ooh, it's a close call. You know what? Let's just go with Dedenne. I don't know if you guys on the free-to-play list here cares too much about Dedenne, but it's a Pokemon that, in my opinion, has only grown more favor over time. Grown more favorable. It is quite a useful Pokemon in the sense that the equivalent power that you get from an Ampharos can be routed through your dishes and help to level them up. Oof, Calm Nature, I don't think that's any good. Now, I've stated the ingredient list that I want is just a mix of either coffee or mushrooms, whatever mix that is. If it's double mushrooms, I don't care. If it's triple cacao, I don't think that would be favorable in my opinion, because I won't be going for I could make it work. There's coffee in a lot of dishes, I can make it work. But even if it's coffee, coffee, mushroom, or coffee, mushroom, coffee, or double mushroom, either way is fine. So let's just see what we got. We got a full-on triple coffee. That's funny. That was the one thing I said I didn't want, so. All right, let's see if this is any good. If this beats my main account, I'm gonna be ridiculously upset. Berry finding and skill trigger. Not the best, unfortunately. You do not want to see the berry finding on the Vikavolt. However, it's mono. So if the speed up nature is present, or there is an ingredient up nature, I don't think column is ingredients up. I would like to see inventory L at level 50 here, or ingredient finding M, or else this got a little bit awkward. Energy recovery bonus, dream shard bonus, speed. Oof, it's got the speed of help down. The main skill chance up. You know what? I'm going to start it just because this one's funny, but I doubt this will be my long-term Vikavolt. Vikavolt is okay fast. 46 minutes. It's not slow, but it's not fast either. Overall, Butterfree is way better for the berries. Maybe as a level 30 option, strictly speaking, for coffee, this could work. It wouldn't be a worthwhile investment though, so I don't know about that. But at the very least, I caught a Grubbin here on the free-to-play, so that's a win. And I can't believe it was mono, first off. Especially after my long dialogue about how I want mushrooms on my Vikavolt here on the free-to-play, in combination with some coffee stuff, because I've had a look at my dishes spreadsheet and I kind of like the mushrooms on the Vikavolt for the free-to-play. We'll get into that later. So this far in the week, I haven't done too hot here on Greengrass because none of my berry specialists have favored berry this week. It's Mago, Lepa, and Blackberry. Very bad for me, and I don't do much of the cooking stuff, so 142,000 is what I've mustered, and we've made it to Wednesday. You can see I've fed a lot of berries, but they haven't been all that strong. And so, hopefully, by the end of this week, I can get to Master 1 so that I can get that Aeron incense. Now, it's not too far off. Master 1 at Greengrass is 187. So yeah, gonna be an interesting one for sure. Now, we got an achievement. It's been a while since we poked into the friend list. I am curious what you guys are doing now that it is an event. I want to see which areas you're all at. That is my main curiosity today, having a look at the friend list. And let's poke around. So, I see now I have forgotten to add the skill rate and the ingredient rate of the new Pokemon. I'll do that after this video. I have started to get a lot of rank ups, which is great. I've gotten tickets, I've gotten the candy, and it's just overall blessed. So keep on playing the game, guys, and let's send each other the reports. All right, Ryan is at Old Gold Power Plant. You can see that by the barrel in the background there. Shiny Meganium, we know that one. It's pretty nice. Also got a Gardevoir, Vaporeon, Raichu, and Typhlosion. So, Old Gold Power Plant it is. What about the Ginger? Also, Old Gold Power Plant, running a whole lot of big Pokemon here. Dragonite, Charizard, Gardevoir, and Ampharos. I guess that Pikachu, gonna become a Raichu eventually. Which is gonna be nice for the Old Gold Power Plant now with a favored berry. Can't believe they did that for Raichu. That was such a huge boost to Raichu. Raichu was already S tier, shot it into double S tier, in my opinion, of course. Chip is also at Old Gold Power Plant. Ridiculous team here with 2 Raichu. A level 60 Dug Trio. That is crazy. Is that double leaks? If so, I'm a little jelly. My Dug Trio, level 50. A little behind. All right, what about Alex? Also rocking the Sylveon on the team. Nice. There aren't too many people running Sylveon as a healer these days now that Gardevoir is a decent choice if you haven't already gone for the Sylveon. So I feel I'm in a special club now with the Sylveon healers. So yeah, he also got a good Berrymon in that for Alligator. Is that like berry finding helping bonus, something ridiculous, or just an overall good berry water type or what? When I sort by berries on my main account, that Gengar is like number 5 or 4, pretty up there. Level 60 Raichu and 58 Ampharos. That's awesome. Happy for you. All right, let's have a look at Robert. What is Robert up to? Gardevoir, Raichu, Ampharos, Dragonair, and Charizard. Not bad. I'm curious how you guys are doing in terms of the overall score. Obviously, this was a nap, so it's not all that obvious, but at Ogo Power Plant, you need something like, is it 1.2 million or something to get to Master 3? They claim that weekly incense, whatever it may be. I don't know why my music is still doing this. I have experimented with live casting, but the controls are way clunky. So for now, the Apple TV will have to do. Seems like a simple reconnect is what it needs. Okay, what about Koro? Where are you this week? Are there any of you at Greengrass Isle? Wigglytuff is the healer. What about Colin? Also, Olgo Power. Well, you have a Raichu team, that makes sense. What about Sour Sorbet? Greengrass, thank you. All right, we're gonna end the review there. You got 3 shinies on your team. Raichu, Spheal, and Ditto. Man, shiny Ditto looks amazing in Pokemon Sleep. Big time jelly. Alright, let's poke around in our team a little bit as the final segment of this video. It's always interesting to just review the overall video because what's interesting is this very episode is basically the day number of this free-to-play with very few exceptions. Like I've had some episodes that have been 2 in 1, but basically it's a good estimate. So at the end of these videos, you can see, oh, well, where was I at the day 50 mark, for example, with a free-to-play? Then you can just click on episode 50 and kind of know. So it's kind of cool that way. I'm really looking forward to that speed at level 25 and especially that skill trigger M at level 50. That's going to be huge. And hopefully I'll not fall too far behind anymore on that energy because it's been a little bit rough. Now I'm going to just use all the handy candy I can get my hands on this weekend. Because you can see I got 200,000 dream shards. Mind you, this is no whale account. This is just straight up rank 31. No money spent. And that's a lot of dream shards. I have a candy problem. A real one. And so I've mentioned this in numerous videos, but essentially I need to save up 350 candies here for the Suicune. Or whatever I can't save up for the Suicune or the Wigglytuff, because those are my only 2 long-term Pokemon as of now. All these other Pokemon are eventually going to be swapped out. Even this level 27 for Alligator, it's decent, don't get me wrong. It's got Speed M and the speed up nature, so in a sense it's quite strong. It doesn't have berry finding though, and it doesn't even compare close to what a berry finding Pokemon can do, although this will probably be on the team for a while, just because I'll try to swap out the Totodile, for example, relatively soon. That could be nice. If we sort by the berries, we can see Pikachu is number 2, Crocolore number 3, no, Crocolore, Croconaw, and then Crocolore. Wait, does this have berry finding? No, his favorite berry. That's what it is. Gotcha. All right, well, anyway, that's because we're at Greengrass Isle and not Cyan Beach, which I'm kind of missing right now because this team's not doing too hot and I don't have too many other alternatives. Now, I don't think I should really necessarily switch around to those more favorable berry specialists. Because what I'm thinking to do here is Master 1 is right around the corner. You can see I'll probably hit this sometime tomorrow. And Master 1 is just my special mark for doing naps and also doing overstacking for next week. And at that point, I want as many boosts to that Suicune as possible, which I get from having unique water types. So we also have some missions here that we need to make sure we cross off. Now, these week 1 missions we can still complete in the second week. So I don't have to go super hard on these incenses yet. And I look forward to these 5 biscuits from the bedtime. And so at that point, it's just to do those biscuits and that will be just fine. Don't have too many candies to use, and I'll probably miss out on those 15 diamonds, unfortunately. We'll just have to see how the week is progressing. And you never know when you find something busted and can just splurge on it. So with that, let's see if we can do something here with these incenses. I don't care too much about the Rattata. I'm gonna put on a Rattata incense, and I think I'll have to do the recovery incenses after I do a nap, so that will be like tomorrow-ish. That's gonna be interesting though. So I think that's it for today's episode here on the Free to Play. Let me know if you have any thoughts on this video. Are you interested in my Vikavolt potential? That was a weird one with the mono coffee with the berry finding. Have you guys found any cool Pokemon this week? Are there any Pokemon in particular you are hunting? For me, it is the Vikavolt and the Magnemites, and potentially also some of these other water types and the berry specialists. And yeah, some of you guys have found some really hitters in the nirtheart Discord so far, so very happy for you all. And for the rest of you, I'm curious. Let me know in the comments. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again in another video.